Hello, my name is Carrie. Welcome to my tiny little kitchen. I have been cooking since I was... Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade taco seasoning. You can purchase taco seasoning at most stores in a little pouch or envelope, but the pre-packaged taco seasoning mixes usually have unnecessary ingredients or chemicals in them, and I would like to show you how to make the seasoning at home. It's very economical and very easy, and then you can have it on hand whenever you would like to make seasoned meat with a Mexican flavor. So the first thing that we need is a container to put our seasoning into. I save these containers when I buy different things at the store or at a restaurant, wash them and reuse them. If you don't have any little jars or containers to use, you can also use a tightly folded piece of aluminum foil for your seasoning. So the first thing that we need, the first ingredient in taco seasoning, is dried minced onion. And we will need 2 teaspoons of minced onion into each container. Next, we'll need 1 teaspoon of salt. I like sea salt, so that's the type of salt that I'm using, but you can use regular table salt if you want. So there's 1 teaspoon of salt in each container. Next, we'll need 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is dried, crushed chili powder. And we'll use 1 teaspoon in each container. Next, we're going to use crushed dried red chilies. So this isn't a powder, this is dried chilies. We need half a teaspoon of those. That adds a little bit more spice to our seasoning mix. We also need half a teaspoon of dried cumin. This is ground cumin. And cumin is a very common spice in Mexican food. So we'll do a half a teaspoon of cumin. Cumin's also used in a lot of Indian dishes. I also have garlic powder. You can use garlic powder or minced garlic. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We'll need a half a teaspoon of dried oregano leaves, You can use ground oregano. If you use ground oregano, only use 1/4 of a teaspoon. But if you're using oregano leaves, go ahead and use 1/2 teaspoon. The last ingredient that goes into our spice mixture is cornstarch. And you'll need 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch into each container. Now you can either stir or shake these to mix them up. I'm going to place the lid on and just give these a good shake to mix. And now I have 3 containers of spice mix for making taco meat. To make seasoned chicken or beef, you can use ground meat that is cooked, or chopped or shredded meat. Put your 1 pound of meat, which is about 450 grams, into a skillet. Add your container of taco seasoning and 1/2 cup of water. Cook over a medium-low heat and simmer for about 10 minutes to blend the spices into the meat and to let the mixture thicken up a bit. So there we go. Here are 3 containers of taco seasoning. I use this taco seasoning when I make Grandma Kathy's Mexican pie, which is a crustless quiche. And I will mix this spice into beans if I'm cooking beans, or if I want to make meat for tacos or tostadas or nachos. This is the spice mixture that I use.